that day. Hi, I'm Linda Fagans, and I would like to welcome you to the Persuasive Pen podcast. And today we are going to talk about the power of harnessing words. And the title of this is The Persuasive Impact of the Writer's Pen. Now, we know that this world is in a midst of transformation. We can see that in technology. It changes the way we communicate, interact, and in how we influence others. Yet, a powerful tool still exists. The power of the pen. More accurately, the power of words, their impact. So, persuasive writing is not just putting words on paper or screen. It's about harnessing the full potential of persuasive writing in an era where attention is fleeting and skepticism is so high. It's about using your words as a leader, as a professional, to cut through the noise, to stand out in a crowded marketplace, and to connect deeply with your audience. What is the impact of persuasive writing when it's used effectively by the leader or your team? The first thing we want to point out that every piece of content is an opportunity for you to persuade. Whether you're crafting an email, writing a social media post, or penning a leadership argument or article, or you're writing down some leadership thoughts, the ability to influence your readers' thoughts and actions is at your fingertips. So persuasion isn't just about presenting a logical argument or an emotionally charged narrative. It's about being strategically choosing your words, your tone, and your message to resonate with your audience on multiple levels. You know, if you listen to my other podcasts, I always emphasize, how do you connect with, relate to your audience in terms of the words you choose, your tone, understanding what their desires are. That's important still. And then we have to point out that one thing about in today's society, even in your writing or in your speaking, you must embrace authenticity. Gone are the days where flashy slogans and hollow promises are enough to persuade. People are more savvy and people can spot persons who are not authentic a mile away. The most effective persuasive writing or even speaking today is rooted in what? Honesty, transparency, and a genuine desire to connect with the reader, with the audience. This means knowing your audience deeply, understanding their pain points, their desires, and their motivations, and speaking directly to those needs with what? Clarity and empathy. And that's one thing that women have, that empathy. So when I told you that every piece of content is an opportunity to persuade, let's consider an example of Sheryl Sandberg, former COO of Facebook, who authored Lean In. Now, in this book, she didn't just write a memoir. She used her platform to what? To persuade women to take a seat at the table, to be more assertive in their careers. And that book is filled with stories and data and compelling arguments that speak directly to her audience's experiences and aspirations. Sandberg's writing is a clear demonstration that every piece of content, whether it's a book, a blog post, an email, your proposal, an article you may write on LinkedIn, can be a tool for persuasion. It's about recognizing the potential in every word you write to influence, to inspire, and drive change. In your own work as leaders and professionals, whether you're drafting an email or crafting a business proposal, ask yourself, how can I use this opportunity to persuade my audience, my reader, to see things in this light that would be in their best interest? This could mean incorporating a powerful statistic, sharing personal stories. Remember, storytelling, as we discussed in one of the podcasts, is very effective. Or simply framing your message in a way that aligns with your readers, your audience's values. And remember, I want you to keep emphasizing, we're talking about integrity, authenticity. And remember this, persuasion is not manipulation. We're not talking about manipulating persons by overkill or trying to get your way or perspective, because persuasion and manipulation can, as I said before, can be be seen in a negative light as one and the same, and they are not. We're talking about having integrity, having to use your skills in the most effective way for your client to their benefit, to meet the audience needs based on your heart concern for their pain points and their needs and desires, and also wanting what's best for them, not you. Best for your team, best for your company. And as I said before, that authenticity is so important. Why? Authenticity builds what? Trust. So don't be afraid to let your true self shine through your words. With wisdom, share your personal experiences that will help others. Admit mistakes and speak from the heart. Your audience, your readers will appreciate your honesty and will be more likely to be persuaded by your message and begin to trust you. Because it's important. You can't persuade anyone that they don't trust you. Another factor about the power of the impact of a pen in the face of technology. Yes, technology is an integral part of this revolution, of this time that we live in, but not in the way you might think. Why? AI and automation are revolutionizing content creation. They're also raising the bar for human writers. The real power of persuasive writing in this digital age lies in what AI cannot replicate. I've said again, what AI cannot replicate. The human touch, the human empathy, the human authenticity, the human way of connecting to the audience is your ability to infuse your words with emotion and creativity that sets you apart. This is where the art of persuasion shines. Can we stories and storytelling is so effective, analogies and powerful imagery, all things that we've discussed on the other podcasts, into your writing, and you can create a lasting impact that no machine, no AI can replicate. Yes, we see that artificial intelligence is great at content creation, but when you consider the use of storytelling, while AI can generate data-driven reports, it's still the human element, the ability to weave a narrative around that data that truly persuades. Think of companies like Nike, which uses powerful human-centered stories in its marketing campaigns. These stories are just not about selling shoes. They're telling a story about a vision of what? Perseverance, achievement, and self-empowerment. AI can't replicate that. When you're writing, of course, embrace technology as a tool to enhance your work, but never forget that your unique perspective, creativity, and your emotional intelligence are irreplaceable. One factor that we don't want to forget about is brevity and clarity. Every word counts. We live in a world of short attention spans where people skim rather than read. So the ability to be persuasive hinges on how well you can communicate your message in as few words as possible without losing its impact. Cut away the fluff. That's why editing is so important. Get straight to the point. Make the sentences count, but still tell a creative story. And lastly, your persuasive pen can empower others, empower women. It's about empowering those that you lead, your team, working with your clients. So you take control of the narratives, you speak and use your voice because it matters, and you wield your words with purpose and power. It's about recognizing that your writing has the ability to what? Change minds, shape perceptions, inspire action. And you should always have what did I tell you before? A call to action that you're challenging people to take. And so when you're writing to persuade a client, a colleague, a broader audience, the CEO, the principles of persuasive writing remain the same. Know your audience, be authentic, and be what? Strategic. Persuasive writing is not just a skill, it's a mindset. It's about seeing what you want to deliver deliver to your client, to your team, to the CEO, that the type of content that you would write it so effectively and compellingly that you provide the opportunity to make a difference, to influence the world you are in, to lead as a woman leader with your words, that they will be lasting and impactful, that they will bring a call to action that will empower the persons who are listening. If you found today's discussion insightful, I'd love for you to subscribe, share, and leave a review. Until next time, keep writing, keep persuading, and know that you can make a difference, and know that you can have impact, compelling impact upon your audience. So, I'm Linda Fagans, your persuasive strategist, and thank you for listening to the Persuasive Pen podcast. Have a great day.